Good morning, everyone. Hello and happy Monday. It's Marcy Denning here from Stampin' with Marcy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Canada. Welcome to my Monday morning Facebook Live. I hope you all had a fabulous weekend. I hope you had a great Mother's Day. I know we sure did have a great weekend. It was very busy, so I'm running a little behind this morning. I was just trying to get my blog post typed up really quick, so I'll have to finish that when we're done. So please say hello when you join me. Let me know where you're coming from. Please, if you're liking my videos, please give me a thumbs up, a hearts. If you're watching the YouTube replay, please click that subscribe button below, as well as give me a thumbs up, and as always, please comment. I love to hear from you. So I am going to flip you around. I have just a couple things to tell you before we get started with our crafting today. So hold please while we just quickly flip you. Close your eyes if you get motion sickness as I adjust my phone here. Alrighty. And then I'll have to adjust my tabletop. Alright. So, Brad and I and Maisie had a whirlwind weekend. We went Thursday night up to the cottage to cut grass as it hadn't been cut yet, and we have a landscape company that comes and does fertilizing and weed control for us. So that always means that as soon as it starts to warm up and we get a little bit of rain, that the grass really grows. So we arrived Thursday night, quickly cut the grass. I cut the grass in the back on Thursday night while Brad did all the weed whacking and edging and all that. And then Friday, Brad cut the front grass and I weeded the garden. And then I believe it was 2 o'clock in the afternoon, we were back in the vehicle on the way home. And Maisie was like, excuse me, I think, wasn't I just in here? She was not overly happy to be back in her crate again. But it is what it is. So I'm just bringing up on my iPad, making sure everything is good. And then, of course, yesterday we had my favorite dinner. Beer can chicken with potato salad, bean salad, grilled vegetables. So delicious. All right, so today is the last day to register for my Party Puffins class to go. I sent out an email this morning, not too awful long ago, reminding this can ship to anywhere in Canada. It is $40 for the class if you are local for porch pickup, and $60 to have it mailed to you anywhere in Canada. So we're going to be creating 3 cards with this fun class, and you will do 2 of each of these 3 cards. So everything is included other than the inks and adhesives. So registration closes at 7 p.m. tonight. Today is the last day to sign up for the May Paper Pumpkin Kit, and it is the Batter Up. So that is it for my announcements, I do believe. So today we are going to be using the Flowers of Friendship stamp set. This is also available as a bundle with this punch. It's actually weighing down my phone stand so that I can have it not tip forward. So this stamp set here, and then we're using this die here. This is the basic border dies. And today's card is the Soft Succulent. Today I'm creating with the in colors. Hello, Kathy. Thanks for joining. You're showing up on my phone, but not on my iPad that you are watching. So yeah, I don't know what's going on, but anyhow. So how beautiful does soft succulent look with So Saffron? And then of course on the inside, oh, so pretty. And at the end, I'll show you the other in colors that I created this layout with as well. So let's get to stamping. I have all of my, let's put this over here. I have all of my cardstock cut and ready to go. You're going to find all of the measurements on my blog post in a little while after. So we're going to stamp our inside piece, and that is 4 inches by 5 1/4. All right, so I'm going to stamp this and give it time to dry. And I just, look at that. I just put my fingers in the ink pad. Okay, so we're going to just stamp this in the bottom corner of the inside here. You could also stamp this on your envelope. There we go. Set that aside, and we are going to bring in, I'm going to move my catalog out of the way. I've got my Stampin' Cut and Boss machine here. I need to grab some tape. All right, so I have, this is 2 3/4 by 5 inches. And we are going to take this die here. I love these dies. So you've got your zigzag, your fancier, your cloud, your bit of a curve, your scallop, and then of course a traditional envelope type. So the way I get this kind of sort of centered is, good morning, Jeannie, how are you? Thanks for joining. I hope you had a great Mother's Day yesterday. It was chilly this weekend here in southwestern Ontario. So to get these border dies, my die cut here, fairly even, I kind of eyeball it and I guess around where. Good morning, Anne. How are you? Thanks for joining. I kind of take a look and think, okay, that to me looks like that is centered on that card front piece. So I am going to take my tape and tape that down. And I want it so that that edge here is right at the edge of that piece of cardstock, so that when I am running it through the die cut machine, I know that that's fairly close to center. So just off camera. Thank you for sharing, Jeannie. I truly do appreciate that. Okay, so we're just gonna off camera here. I am just cranking it through and okay, so lifting that up. Carefully, because this is a brand new piece of tape. I'm hoping that it's not going to rip my cardstock if I'm just gentle with it. There we go. A teeny tiny bit, but you don't really notice it. So here is our card stock cut out. Now we are going to ink up this big flower. And I am going to kind of center it so that I'm trying to do it so that it's in your view, but my phone was ringing. I just declined that call. Hopefully it didn't affect the feed. All right, so I'm trying to stamp this so that it is sort of centered for the top and the bottom, but it's kind of hard to see when I am reaching. So, and yesterday morning we had ordered this fabulous Mother's Day brunch from the Duke restaurant here in town. Oh my goodness, we've never done that before. It was so delicious and so much food. It was wow. All right, so here we have our beautiful stamped flower. So we're gonna also set that one aside just for a moment. And I've got my little banner piece here and little card, big thanks. What a great sentiment. So I'm inking that up and I'm going to line this up on my grid paper. I love my grid paper for this. And right in the center. We did a walk in the woods after brunch to kind of help things settle because it was a lot of food. Banners Pick a Punch. I am mimicking this with this direction here. So I'm like that. We have that option with this punch. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to slide that in all the way and make sure it's kind of sort of centered. And there's the one side. And do the exact same thing on the other side. That looks maybe just a smidge. When it's short, it's kind of hard to, you don't want to waste too much cardstock, so you want it to be as close to that. Now I know that's crooked. I can see by the holes. So it needs to come over just a hair. See if I can't. I'm going to call that good enough. Pretty close. So that part is done. Okay, so then we are going to bring in our base. So this, oh, I forgot to grab my bone folder. So this is Soft Succulent, like I said. A great new green. All right, so before we do anything else, we need to get coloring our pieces here. So I've got So Saffron and Soft Succulent Stampin' Blends. So we are going to, and the So Saffron is the blend that I find is the stinkiest. It is so strong, the smell. And I'm just coming to the base where naturally a flower is a little deeper tone. And I'm coloring that. And then I'm going to come in with my light. And I'm going to go over the edge. And then I will come back in with the dark again just to deepen that up. Because they're so saffron is such a light color that there's not a huge color difference. So if you go back in after to add a bit more, you're gonna get that little bit deeper color. But first, I'm going to come in with my soft succulent. So I'm gonna come in and where these veins in the leaf are, we're gonna add a bit of that dark. Okay, and then this just has the one here. Then, oh, that's the wrong end. All right. So does everybody now have their copy of the catalog? If you live in Canada and don't have a copy, message me. I would love to send you one in the mail. Or if you're local, you can do a porch pickup. You would just text me when you were coming by and I would put it out in my mailbox. All right, so there's that. And then let's do this one. And there we go. And I didn't get these flowers done, so let's quickly make sure that's the dark. My daughter Danny painted me, I didn't bring it down, a beautiful painting at the, what is it called? Color pour. She'll have to correct me so that when I do show you, if I remember on Wednesday night, you'll be able to see it's beautiful shades of pink. And then I did remember to bring down the card she created me. Oh, beautiful. So there's not like tons of shading and all that kind of stuff going on in this. I'm keeping it fairly simple because I don't think it really needs too awful much. Okay, just about. You can see how it just adds that little bit more depth to that color. And then of course, once it dries, it's kind of settles in. And Marshall is at my door. He's not happy that the door is closed on him. But he is in a mood this morning that, excuse me, I have a frog in my throat. He's in a mood this morning that he just wants so much attention. I was trying to type up my blog post and he just kept jumping up and I'm like, dude, get off my laptop. Okay, so here we go. Both colored in nicely. So, hello Brenda and Jeannie. Yes, you've got yours in lots in the catalog you would like. Oh, yes. Even though I've placed 2 orders now, the one pre-order and then my catalog order on the 4th. Even though I've placed 2 orders, there's still so much fabulousness in that catalog. Good morning, Lynn. Thanks for joining. Hi, Brenda. Yeah, it is such a beautiful catalog. So many fabulous things, but these were my top. Like, this die here, oh my goodness, this die set is so awesome that I think you really would enjoy it if you had it in your crafting stash. All right, so don't need that, but I do need this. So I have my designer series paper cut, as well as my cardstock here. Now I want to show you, I'm not going to cut it, but this is how you would, to get the most out of a 6x6 piece of designer series paper. So of course it's 6 inches by 6 inches. So I have this at 5 inches. So what you're going to do first, before you start cutting into your designer series paper, always take a moment to think about how you want it to appear on your project, and how you're going to get the most out of that piece. So if I am, depending on the size of my card front focal, so I wanted it 5 inches so that I would have that full inch here strip that I could then use for something else. So first I cut that 1 inch off. So I cut it at 5 inches. So then I've got 6 inches by 5 inches. And then I'm going to cut, so my piece is like this. So then I'm going to cut it at 3 inches so that I've got two 3 by 5 inch pieces of designer series paper. So I can then do 2 card fronts with that size piece here, as well as then I would have that long 1 inch by 6 inch strip that I can use for something else. So if you're doing cards, that is a great way to get the most out of your designer series paper, and we all want to be able to get the most out of it, don't we? Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm going to, my glue wants to cooperate here. I'm going to take and I am going to visualize a nice even border around. Give that just a little push there. So that looks fairly even on this side here. This strip here is going to be covered. So then I'm like piecing my card front here together. So then I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to lay this over top, and I want my edge to be the exact same width, so that the border around is all equal. And that way I'm not using a great big piece of my designer series paper, and I'm not using a great big piece of my cardstock. And look at that. It's a beautiful framed card front. And you wouldn't know that this was not the full width. It just makes your supplies go that much further. Okay, so, and we all like that, don't we? Let's put this in our card, centering it so that I have equal. Whoop, there we go. All right, and now our card front. All right, so here we go. And now this piece here, the little card, big thanks. I'm going to take my, I want, as you can see, because I want my ribbon to be away from the flower. I don't want it covering up that flower. So when I flip this over, I know that I need to have my ribbon going on the diagonal, starting on the side here. So, and as always, I don't like to cut it off the spool until I am ready, because I don't want to waste. So I'm just taking and weaving that back and forth like that. Flip that over. And I think that's a little bit too much, so I know I need to take this. It's too high up there. And bring that down slightly, because then I can snip that edge off. And that looks good. So let's grab our scissors, and we are just going to take a hair off of that and snip that. And there we have our lovely little detail with the ribbon, and that little tiny piece is all I wasted. This stuff is way too pretty. This is the open weave ribbon in the So Soft, oh my goodness, Soft Succulent. I will get these colors down. And it's Monday morning and I'm a little tongue-tied. All right, so I'm going to place 3 dimensionals, and because it's a sheer ribbon, placing the dimensional right on top is not going to cause it to like bump out so much. Good morning, Melissa. You love the colors. Yes, the in colors. Oh, and this color here, and I took this from the color swatch that Stampin' Up provides us, the color coordination swatches. And that is one of the gifts that my In Color Club members get when they sign up for the In Color Club with me. That's included in the first month, so that you can do some easy color pairing, because they always add some colors that you would never, color combinations you would never think to pair together. Okay, I always like to use a little bit of liquid glue, and now I'm pulling out my In Color Jewels. Now, unfortunately, these are not available right now. They've been so popular that they sold out all of the stock they had in the warehouse. So we have to have a little bit of patience, and they will be back in stock soon. But just a few little of these gorgeous gems, and there we have today's card. Isn't that so? I think it's so pretty. Love how soft it is. Okay, so this is Soft Succulent and So Saffron. A lot of S's. All right, so then let's just move you out of the way here for a second. Then here is the Polished Pink and Smoky Slate. And there we are on the inside. And the this is, I think, is that Mossy Meadow, I believe? Or is it Old Olive? I don't know where my color chart thing is, so, oh, there it is, the back of the drawer. So, all right, so this is what I'm talking about when I say that my In Color Club members get. So where's the rest of these? Hold please while I get these all together. Okay, so this is the color swatch that my In Color Club members get. So they're gonna get the brand new ones. So let's flip to lipstick. Sorry, polished pink, lovely lipstick. I think that was an old In Color. Polished pink, blushing bride, and smoky slate. So that's this color combination here. And then I believe I just pulled, that's either old olive or I think it's mossy meadow. Okay, so then our next one, move over here, is fresh freesia. And how pretty is that with soft sea foam. Oh my goodness. Soft sea foam green, isn't that's my favorite green, soft sea foam, and oh, so pretty, that color combination. And there we have on the inside. And then we have Evening Evergreen, and again, this is paired with soft sea foam and petal pink. And there we have on the inside another gorgeous color combination. And then we have Pale Papaya, and this is Old Olive paired with the Pale Papaya. So there we go. Isn't that just, and this is Calypso Coral is my other cardstock color. They just, love them. Love these in colors. They're so beautiful. So that is the In Color cards that I have created. Thanks, Melissa. Thank you, Jeannie. Yeah, they are so beautiful. And this stamp set is so, you might overlook it, but look at how gorgeous that flower actually is. And the sentiments are so nice. And then, of course, these two flowers and the leaves are able to be cut out with that punch. But I didn't want to use the punch today. I just wanted to have the flower as that focal point. So yes, now this is the beautiful card my daughter created for me. She drew and painted these three bumblebees. And then, of course, she's got my shimmer paint that retired. She added it to it. Isn't that just so stunning? When I say that my daughter is the resident artist in this house, I'm not kidding. I could never freehand create a bumblebee. Beautiful. Okay, guys, that is all for me. I'm going to flip you around. So hold on. So any of these other products are available in my online store right now. Please use this month's host code when shopping with me. I truly do appreciate your business. And don't forget, my Party Puffins Class to Go closes tonight at 7 p.m. So I'll be placing that order. So if you, sorry about that. If you, Party Puffins closes tonight at 7 o'clock. So if you are wanting in on that fun class to go, please get in contact with me right away. That's the only class to go I have for May. So Di and I are done our over the border monthly classes for now. It was fun for the spring. We're getting into the busy time. Di's leaving for Maui on the weekend for her fabulous incentive trip. And then of course we've got summer and all that, so I'm only going to be having the one class to go a month now, so unless I come up with some fun extra one, but that's it for me for now. So once a month. So this month is Party Puffins. So if you want to get in on it, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you on Wednesday evening at 6:30. Have a fabulous day. Marilyn, will it run? A class to go with me is you get your stamp set, and I give you all of the supplies other than the inks and your adhesives and your clear blocks. Obviously you will get all the supplies to create the cards, and you will be emailed a PDF with all of the measurements so you can easily recreate, as well as a video. I create a video for each one of the 3 cards, so it's embedded in the PDF. It's a private video, so you click that link and it takes you to the private video on my YouTube channel, and that way you can watch it, pause it, rewind it, and create along whenever you want. There's no like, all right, I have to be on the computer for 7 o'clock because class is about to start. No, class to go is you create it in your own time, whenever works for you. Some people, some of my gals create right away, and some wait a week, a couple days, whatever works for you and your busy schedule. So that's how my classes to go run. So you can be creating in your pajamas. It doesn't matter. You can create in the morning, the evening, or the middle of the night, whenever you are up and it suits your fancy. So as soon as I mail out the people's packets to go, either they're picking it up from my front porch or it's being mailed to you, that's when I will then email you the PDF with the link for the video. So it's got a picture, it's got all the measurements as well as that link. So yes. All right, so you are very welcome, Marilyn. So that is all for me today. Thank you so much and have a fabulous Monday, and I will see you Wednesday evening. Bye for now.